This lady had been having a blood issue. This lady has been ostracized from the society. 12 years. This lady had no social life. 12 years. She was considered unclean. She would not touch anybody. She would not be touched either. For 12 years. She learned that there was Jesus. And she learned that there were many people following Jesus wherever Jesus went. And she learned also that it was difficult to get to where Jesus was. Given the crowd that would follow him, the power of desperation. This lady was desperate to be healed. And the only person who could heal her was Jesus. This lady had attended to best doctors of the time. The doctors had depleted her purse. If she missed Jesus on that day, if she could miss Jesus on that day should be ostracized from society forever. There were guys who knew the law then. Around Jesus, there were people who just bought them, people of status, just to see what was happening. There were other people who wanted to follow Jesus in order for them to be healed. There were rich people of the time who would only go there to listen to Jesus to find out whether his preachings were threatening their business interests. So you could imagine if Jesus was here, there would be a crowd following him from right at Hatterton, I think. Some will be this side. Some will be from Mushasha too. Remember, this lady was not supposed to be here. This Mark records what happened, and I wish to invite the church to read in the book of Mark. Mark 5. Verse 26. And I ask that we start at 25. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years and had suffered many things of many physicians. And had spent all that she had and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. And when she heard what Jesus came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. Let's pray. Dear Lord, our Heavenly Father, we are gathered here today just to touch your truth. Make us whole for Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Nowadays, people die simply because they don't have money to attend to best medical services. During COVID, there was a certain lawyer who suffered from COVID. And after he had recovered, I arranged one of our colleagues, Mr. Waswai, and we invited him for lunch. And when he has arrived and we have taken some meals, I said, let's thank God for your help. And he responded to say, I haven't been saved by God. I've been saved by money from Ashraf, the owner of NCC. I've been saved by money of Mr. Madigan, now the Prime Minister. And he said, many people died. But the moment I discovered that I was also dying, I phoned Ashraf. Ashraf arranged for transport to take me to Lephuthing Mediclinic. And when I was admitted, or I had been admitted, Mr. Mategana pumped in the money. And then I was saved. Listen to this. And I said, yeah. It could be. But God is there. The reality is, many people died because they didn't have money to go to to doctors. This lady we've read about, she had resources. She had money. She actually attended to best doctors of the time. The doctors failed to assist her, but they needed help. So when she says, if only I could touch, if only I can touch the hem of his garment, I will say, she meant it. Because she was now certain that her money could not save her life. At times we are supposed to be pushed into the corner where we say, if only I could touch. At times we've got to be pushed to the corner where we are willing to take risk. Under normal circumstances, this lady could not have attended the gathering of Jesus. She was unclean. She was no less than a leper. There were guys there who knew that she was not supposed to be there because she was unclean. But this lady said, to hell with this water that was not Jesus. This lady said, you tell me about the law, you tell me that I'm unclean, my maker is clean. I'm going to touch somebody who is clean, and in return I'm going to connect to his Wi-Fi, and I'll be clean as well. The time she touched Jesus, Jesus felt it. And Jesus knew that somebody must have been here. The lady was willing to take the risk, to defy all the odds, to say, I need to touch Jesus. I've seen that nobody is willing to help me. I've seen that my money can't assist me. I've seen that doctors have failed. I need Jesus. Come to think of a situation where this lady has not been part of the society for 12 years. This time around she says, I'm entering the throne. I'm joining this crowd that dislikes me. I'm joining this crowd that disapproves of my presence here because I need Jesus. And she's very specific. She said, even if I cannot touch him, only if I can touch, I know I'll be here. Today, we are here. There are those who are sick, who want to touch the helm of the garment of Jesus.
Just
Just like it happened in those times. There are those who have just come here just to listen. If my sermon will not threaten their interest. There are those who have just come together as a social gathering. But thank God this lady had an agenda to tie the garment of peace. Thank God we must have an agenda too. To touch someone who's going to make us whole. Come to think of the situation where this lady was considered a sinner. Because perceptions were that she must have done something wrong for her to be suffering the way of God. The perception was she was perpetually unclean. This lady must be our role model. This lady has set up an example for us. That when we believe in Jesus, we shall be healed. The Jesus I'm preaching about is the Jesus who owns everything. For those who love wisdom, He is their wisdom. For those who love power, He gives them power. For those who want wealth, He gives them wealth. At His time. At His time. This is the Jesus of time. This is the Jesus who searches heart. This is Jesus who knows why we are here. This is Jesus who approves our good agendas and disapproves those who are meant for self-exaltation. For this sickly lady, it was now or never. For this lady, it was now or never. And in my heart I'm praying that for the church of Memorial, it be today or never. Let's touch the helm of this garment. Let's touch the helm of this garment. And let us be made whole. There is nothing that disturbs than knowing that we are sinners. It deprives us of integrity. It makes us doubtful. We are always in doubt. Have we been forgiven our sins? The Jesus I'm presenting to you today is Jesus who hears our prayers. The Jesus I'm presenting to you today is Jesus who renews our strength every time we need to move forward. This is the radical Jesus I'm presenting to you. Not the Jesus we've learned that he was from a weak family, he grew himself. The Jesus I'm presenting to you is the mighty God, the Prince of Peace. For those who want peace, let's connect to his unlimited Wi-Fi of peace. For those of us who want peace in our families, for those of us who want peace at our place, let's connect to him. Are we willing to take the risk of touching the hem? There are some scriptures which confirm that. We ever trusted in the Lord? shall be rewarded. The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 4, verse 9. If you have found it, it looks like this. And Jabez was more honorable than his girlfriend. And his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bear him with sorrow. And Jabez called on the Lord of Israel, saying, Oh, thou hast blessed me indeed, and enlarged my coast, and that thine hand might be with me, and thou wouldest, and that thou wouldest keep me from evil. And God granted that which he requested. The Lord I'm presenting to you today is the Lord that says, what do you want? And I give you exactly the photocopy of what you are looking for. And Jabez here says, enlarge my territory. Give me strength, make me wealthy and bless me. And God grants him exactly what he has requested. And God grants him exactly what he wants. This perhaps explains why God says we shouldn't be worried, as do people who don't believe. And be worried about what we shall eat. Be worried about who shall pay the school fees of our children. Be worried about installments for our homes and vehicles. Such are the thoughts of people who are not believing. For God, you just present your plea, and it is granted that He is the God of time. Isaiah 60 verse 22. At times we think God has delayed to answer our prayers. But God has His plans and we have our plans. He blesses us at His own time. But the advice is that we must keep on praying. Keep on praying. Praising hard. Just like this lady who had suffered for 12 years. He and she entered the ground, pushed through, relentlessly pushed through, until he touched his throne. The Lord I'm presenting to you today is Lord who sees our motives for coming here. Doctor is my friend. When I said to him, then I'm preaching on Sunday. He said, I'll be there. Moved from Lephuthing to come here. Because me and him, we have a shared anxiety. We have an anxiety to share something. The last time I was with him where he was preaching, he preached with power and vigor and interpreted Matthew 7:21 in a way that mesmerized me. Not everyone is saying, Lord, 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 shall. So let's take position as the memorial church. Let's take the position to say, Lord, you are our God, and we shall go wherever we want. Boganga, 133.
133
and the church shall join. But given her social standing of rejection by the public, one would assume that when Jesus said, "Who touched me?" she would shy away. And when Jesus said, "Who touched me?" the lady said, "I have touched you, and I've been made whole." Praise God. May the good Lord bless you. For now and forevermore. I love you. I love you very much. It's a good scenario to be with you here. I cannot be happy to miss you in heaven. I will not be happy. I will not be happy. This is one other thing which we must treasure about forging ahead to heaven. There's going to be music there. So you think Micah Boys or Bogani have sung? Their music being composed now. As I'm preaching to you, angels are seriously composing a song. The song of Moses and the Lamb. That song, when we shall get there, we shall all sing it powerfully. Nothing is going to be enjoyable than that music. So let's all get there. May the good one bless you. Move.